I peeled off the fake mustache from my lips and pulled out 2 metal wires I had hidden inside. I twisted them together and bent one end into a right angle. When the guard wasn't looking, I slipped it into the handcuff lock. The lock popped open quickly and I used the same trick on my other hand. Next, I unbuttoned my shirt and tore off the fake scar from my stomach. Inside was a poison needle I had hidden there. I grabbed a few green peas from my food tray and stuck the needle into one of them. It needed weight to fly farther. I emptied my paper cup and tore it open along the seam. I rolled one corner into a thin tube to make a simple blowgun. After loading the poison dart, I started making loud noises on purpose. A guard came over pretty fast. When I heard footsteps, I turned my back to the door. The guard opened the door and saw only my back, so he told me to turn around. I spun around quick and shot the poison dart right into him. After he collapsed, I took his gun and keys. I unlocked the door and walked out of my cell right away. There were 3 more guards outside. I didn't rush in, I just made some noise first. One guard followed the sound and didn't notice I was hiding above him. Later, I changed into some old clothes and dressed up like an old man. That's how I got out. Not long after, I ended up back in prison again. This time I stole a walkie-talkie and hid it on me. I plugged up the air vent with wet paper. I mashed up my leftover food and stuffed it into a sock, then soaked it in toilet water and squeezed out the salt water. Then I dropped the walkie-talkie battery into the smart toilet. The salt water and electric current broke down into hydrogen and oxygen gas. In a closed space, hydrogen explodes when it hits a spark. Reed and I moved the bed and took off the lamp cover, then pulled out the wires. We wrapped the cord with band-aids and stuffed newspaper in our ears to protect against the shockwave. Then we covered ourselves with blankets and hid under the bed while Reed pulled the cord. The alarm went off and the guards rushed over. We ran out during the chaos and lost them, then hid in the laundry room to plan our next move.